Hello friends, welcome to Affairscloud Learn to Lead. Good morning to all the students. Today we will discuss very important current affairs of 19th of March 2022. You can see two best images of the day, but today we will discuss very important and the most important current affair. So watch this video till last. But I am requesting you all the students that you have to download our application Careers Cloud from the description box link. After that, log in with the email ID. Then click on this crack current affair section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. But how we are covering this current affair? We are providing you daily section. In the daily, you will see three things. One is detail, second is question and answer format, and third is the quiz section which you can attempt on our application on daily basis. Next is the weekly section. Again, you will receive three things. One is detail, second is question and answer format, and third is the quiz section which you can attempt on our application on weekly basis. Most important section is the monthly, and we are providing four type of PDFs. One is detail, second is question and answer format, third is best 100 current affair, that is also provided in the form of question and answer, and fourth one is pocket PDF. It means 2-liners and the 3-liners current affair will be provided to you so that you can revise these current affairs in quick format before your exam. But to enhance your performance further, we are providing 20 most important topic wise PDF. It means if you want to cover one particular topic, then you can use this topic wise PDF. If you are a banking student, we are providing three things. One is detail, second is question and answer format, and third is the quiz section. But all these three things are only related to banking and economy. And you can attempt this quiz only on our application on monthly basis. If you want to cover all the past current affair of 2021 just from single PDF, then you can use this exam PDF. We are providing detailed budget and economic survey. Expected question and answer will be provided to you so that you can recall that examiner can make these type of questions from budget and economic survey. If you are appearing for your respective state exam, then we are also providing you state current affair, and we are covering every state and union territory. So all these things comes under only one subscription. You have to just download our application Careers Cloud from the description box link. After that, log in with the email ID. Then click on this crack current affair section to subscribe our current affairs for 1 year as well as for 2 years. Both the subscription prices are very much low. But if you are a new student, you are just starting your preparation, then I am advising you to subscribe for 2 years. And we are providing 10% extra discount on both subscriptions if you use this code ASH10. And if you have any query, you can email us or you can call us on this number or email ID. So let's start 19th of March 2022 current affairs. But first of all, you have to like this video. You have to share this video as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform, and join a Telegram group from the description box link so that you can receive the notification on time. Here is the first question in the most important section. Which state became the first state in India to implement crop diversification index? The most important keyword here is the crop diversification index, and answer of this question is C. This is Telangana. So Telangana turned out to be the first state in India to adopt the crop diversification index by way of recording their crop diversification pattern in the form of an index. And you can also see this image. First in country, Telangana moves to index its crop diversification. And according to this crop diversification index, Telangana grows 77 varieties of crops, and out of this 77, only 10 crops and mostly are grains are chosen for crop diversification. And all the areas under this 77 different crops, which include food, non-food, cash crops, as well as the areas under floriculture practices, have been considered to calculate the index. And the index has a starting value of 1, representing the percentage of total cultivated area devoted to a single crop. And many districts in the state have index values ranging from 0 to 5, and higher the value and the greater the agricultural diversification. And the index would serve as the baseline for the future crop diversification in the state. Even next to paddy, you can also remember if you belongs to Telangana, next to paddy and maize, which are the traditionally grown crops in the state, pulses were the most preferred crop by the farmers. And you can also see this chart. Here are three districts. One is Nirmal district, second is Vikrabad district, and third one is Sanga Reddy districts. So the districts, these three districts emerge as the most diverse, ranking in the top 3 in the state. But the least diversified districts are like you can say Pedapalli is there, Pedapalli, Karimnagar is there, and Suryapet is there. So these three districts where paddy is the most cultivable crop, showing a decrease in cropping areas of maize and an increase in the cropping areas of cotton. So you have to just remember the question. This is very important thing. Crop diversification index. This is the first state who started this. This is Telangana. And remember, governor of Telangana is Tamilizai Soundararajan. She is also the governor of Puducherry. and current Chief Minister is K. Chandrasekhar Rao. K. Chandrasekhar Rao. And you can also remember very important 3 national park. One is KBR National Park. This is Kashu Brahmananda Reddy National Park. Second one is Mrugavani National Park. Again, very important. Next is Mahavir Harina National Park. These 3 are most important national parks in Telangana. Moving to next question. Next question is in the very important section, but first of all, you have to like this video, share this video as maximum as possible, and please subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform, and join our Telegram group from the description box link so that you can receive the notification on time. Here is the question. Which railway station became the first railway station in the Eastern Coast Railway Zone to implement One Nation, One Product scheme? Very important, because Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji proposed to popularize this One Nation, One Product on lines with the One Station, One Product concept for the railways to support the local business and supply chain using railways platform. And this first railway platform in the Eastern Coast Railway Zone is Visakhapatnam Railway Station. So answer of this question is B. So remember, Visakhapatnam Railway Station, which belongs to Andhra Pradesh, is set to implement the One Nation, One Product concept of the Government of India on a pilot basis or the demo basis for 15 days. And this will become the first railway station in the Eastern Coast Railway to implement One Nation, One Product. And One Nation, One Product, also you can say One Station, One Product concept based on the successful One District, One Product scheme, which was announced by the Government of India while presenting the budget of 2022-23. And you can see here, this is Etikopaka twice, and handicraft products from the village will be showcased and sold at the Visakhapatnam station under the One Station, One Product. So the Railway Board of Indian Railways has identified one station in every zone for implementing the pilot project for a period of 15 days. This is very, very important because it will be started on demo basis. And the Etikopaka toys and handicraft products, traditionally known as Etikopaka Bomalu, from the Etikopaka village will be sold at the Visakhapatnam railway station. And even the geographical indication tag for this Etikopaka toys is given to the Andhra Pradesh in the year of 2017. But you can also remember one most important thing under this question, one station which is known as Tirupati. Remember, Tirupati railway station. Tirupati railway station, which belongs to South Central Railway Zone. South Central Railway Zone. Also is the first station in the South Central Railway Zone to implement the One Nation, One Product concept. And the artisans involved in the kalamkari textile and arts and woodcraft, which are considered local to the Tirupati, were invited to sell their products in the station. So remember, in the South Central Railway Station, the first railway station is Tirupati, which will be involved under the One Station, One Product, and they will sell kalamkari arts. And second, in the region of the Eastern Coast Railway, this is Visakhapatnam Railway Station. Moving to next question. Who signed an agreement with the Dredging Corporation of India to build India's first Make in India dredger? So this company is Cochin Shipyard Limited. So answer of this question is C, and the main keyword here is India's indigenously or first Make in India dredger. And the construction of this dredger cost around 920 crore rupees, and it will be delivered in 34 months. It means almost 3 years. And remember, the initiative to build the indigenous dredger is to promote the Atmanirbhar Bharat. And first of all, you have to remember, Cochin Shipyard Limited signed an agreement with the Dredging Corporation of India, which is a mini Ratna Indian public sector unit, to build states or India's first Make in India dredger in collaboration with one of the company of Holland. But you don't have to remember the name of the company of Holland. Just remember, this is Cochin Shipyard Limited and this is Dredging Corporation of India. So you can see here, Cochin Shipyard and Dredging Corporation signed pact to build India's first indigenously dredger. And you can also remember what is dredging. Dredging is the process of distilling river bodies and or removal of soil, mud and dirt at the shores or the bottom. And the objective of the dredger is to fulfill the Maritime India Vision 2030 with the well-equipped dredgers for the operation of ports to bring down the logistic cost of the cargo. And the dredger is a boat which is fitted with a special machine that is used to increase the size of harbors, rivers and the canals. And dredging is the process of desilting the river bodies or removal of soil, mud and the dirt at the shores of the bottom. So you can remember all these things because these are very, very important. And just remember the question as same as in slide. India's first Make in India dredger will be built by Cochin Shipyard. Total cost is 920 crore and it will be delivered after 34 months or almost 3 years. And you can also remember who is the chairman and managing director of Cochin Shipyard Limited. This is Madhu Nair. Madhu Nair. Moving to next question. Which day of every year proclaimed as International Day of Combat Islamophobia? So again, very interesting day, International Day to combat Islamophobia. And this is declared by United Nations General Assembly, and this General Assembly adopted the resolution and proclaimed 15th March of every year as the International Day to combat Islamophobia. So you can see here, India calls out an United Nations resolution on the International Day to combat Islamophobia. And the resolution urges all the countries to organize and support high visibility events to increase awareness about Islamophobia. So what is Islamophobia? Islamophobia is a fear of or hatred against the religion of Islam or Muslims. And the resolution was introduced by Pakistan envoy Munir Akram. You have to remember this name. This can be asked by examiner. Munir Akram, who initiated this day, which is known as International Day to Combat Islamophobia. Why 15th of March is selected? 15th of March marks the day when a gunman entered two mosques in the Christchurch in the New Zealand and killing 51 people and injuring 40 others on the March 15th of 2019. That's why 15th of March is selected. So you have to just remember 15th of March every year will be observed as the International Day to combat Islamophobia, and it is observed by United Nations General Assembly. Moving to next question. Rest Assured, an autobiography is an autobiography of which person? This is the name. Rest Assured, an autobiography. This is the name, and by the name you can guess that this is one of the autobiography, and this autobiography belongs to Gundappa Vishwanath. So answer of this question is C, and this person also known as G.R. Vishwanath, very famous cricket player, and you can also remember this was the best, one of the best player of Indian cricket history. So the book traces the cricketing journey of Gundappa Vishwanath or G.R. Vishwanath, who played test cricket for India between 1969 to 1986, making 19 appearances and scored more than 6,000 runs. It means almost in 19 test matches, he scored 6,000 runs. This is a unique thing which was achieved by Gundappa Vishwanath. And the book is published by Rupa Publication. And you can see here the very beautiful cover page of this novel, or you can say this autobiography. This is known as Rest Assured, and this is co-authored by senior journalist R. Kaushik. You can remember if you want, but the most important, examiner can ask that this autobiography belongs to which person. This is Gundappa Vishwanath, and this is co-authored by R. Kaushik, very famous senior journalist. And former Indian cricketers Kapil Dev, Sunil Gavaskar, as well as Saurav Ganguly launched or released this book. So you can just remember this autobiography belongs to Gundappa Vishwanath. Now moving to next question. Which state celebrated the Dol Utsav or Dol Jatra? So simple question, just remember the question as same as in slide, and this is celebrated by West Bengal. So answer of this question is B. So West Bengal celebrated this Dol Utsav or Dol Jatra, the festival of colors, marking the onset of spring season or spring weather. And the majestic festival is celebrated by throwing gulal or abir on the others and by singing and dancing in the cultural programs. And the festival is dedicated to Lord Krishna and the Radha and celebrated on the full moon day. And in the eastern region of India, the festival of spring is celebrated as Dol Yatra, Dol Purnima, Dol Utsav, Basant Utsav. So many names are there. And it also marks the last festival of the year as per the Bengali calendar. And other festivals, other spring festivals in India, one is Rangoli Bihu. You can remember Rangoli Bihu. This festival, this spring festival is celebrated in Assam, and it signifies onset of the Assamese New Year. One is Sarhul. Sarhul is basically celebrated by the people of Jharkhand. This is also the one of the spring festival which is celebrated by Jharkhand, Sarhul. So you can just remember the question as same as in slide. This is Dol Utsav and it is celebrated by West Bengal, and West Bengal Chief Minister is Mamata Banerjee and Governor is Jagdeep Dhankarji. Moving to next question. Who will launch on-device wallet which is known as UPI Lite for the UPI users? So again, this is very important. Now offline UPI payments are trending. So that's why this UPI Lite platform is launched. This is one of the wallet which is launched on UPI apps, and it can be used by the UPI users. And it is launched by National Payment Corporation of India. So answer of this question is C. So National Payment Corporation of India will launch on-device wallet which is known as UPI Lite for UPI users, which will enable small value transactions in an offline mode. So you can see here, National Payment Corporation of India is set to launch UPI Lite for small value transactions in offline mode. and this functionality enables transactions without additional factor authentication or UPI PIN. So in phase 1, UPI Lite will process transactions in near offline mode. It means debit can be processed through offline mode, but credit should be in online platform. But at a later point, UPI Lite will process transactions in complete offline mode, like debit and credit both offline. And a user of UPI application will have to option to enable UPI Lite, that is on device wallet, on her or his UPI application. But remember, the replenishment of the funds, that is funds allocation from the user bank account to the UPI Lite wallet, will be allowed only in online mode. It means when you want to transfer your money from the bank account to UPI Lite wallet, then you have to transfer it online. After transfer, you can transfer the funds offline. So once enabled, the users can allocate funds from her or his bank account to the UPI Lite. And upper limit of the payment transaction is rupees 200 per transaction, and total limit of balance for an own device wallet is rupees 2000 at any point of time. It means in a single time you can transfer 2000 rupees, but the maximum to maximum one transaction can be 200 rupees. So the upper limit of the UPI Lite payment transaction shall be 200, and the total limit of the UPI Lite balance for an on device wallet should be 2000 at any point of time. So you have to remember this thing, and this is launched by National Payment Corporation of India, and who is the chairman, or you can say CEO and managing director of National Payment Corporation of India. This is Dileep Asbe. Dileep Asbe, and its headquarters is in Mumbai. Moving to next question. USAID and which company have partnered to promote digital empowerment of women in India through Dash? It means you have to tell me name of the project and you have to tell me the name of the company. And this company is Microsoft, and name of this project is Project Kirana. So answer of this question is D. So US Agency for International Development, which is also known as USAID, in partnership with Microsoft as well as MasterCard, have entered to promote digital empowerment of the women in India through Project Kirana, a digital financial literacy program for women entrepreneurs in India. So this is USAID and MasterCard who partnership and seeks to foster digital empowerment of the women in India through an initiative called Project Kirana. And you have to remember, this is also with the Microsoft. And the main objective is to increase the revenue of the women-owned and operated Kirana shops, and also expand their financial inclusion and enable them to adopt digital tools like digital payment, etc. And it is working in some selected cities. First of all, you have to remember the state is Uttar Pradesh only, and the cities are like Kanpur, Lucknow, and Varanasi. And it provides assistance to the women to prepare basic business management skills such as sales, accounting, budget management, and insurance to become successful Kirana entrepreneurs. It means the mentorship and guidance will be provided by Microsoft as well as MasterCard. And USAID and MasterCard will support women participants and to build financial and digital literacy skills. And the customized training on the business and the financial management, leader development will be provided to the beneficiaries. Even MasterCard, Microsoft, and USAID will also address the gender gaps that limit the ability for the women-owned businesses to flourish. But you can remember USAID was established in the year of 1961, and its headquarters is in Washington, D.C. And remember about MasterCard here, because the main company is here, MasterCard. MasterCard CEO is Michael Maybeck, and headquarters is in New York, and it was founded in the year of 1966. Moving to next question. Reserve Bank of India has approved the extension of Rajeev Ahuja, who is the temporary managing director and CEO of RBL Bank, for another dash time period. And answer of this question is 3 months. A is the answer. So Reserve Bank of India has approved the extension of Rajeev Ahuja, the temporary managing director and chief executive officer of RBL Bank, for another 3 months. And it is with effective from 25th of March 2022 or till the appointment of a regular managing director and CEO, whichever is earlier. And you can also remember Rajeev Ahuja, you can see here the picture, was previously appointed as temporary managing director and CEO of this bank for a period of 3 months, and he was appointed on 25th of December 2021. And his time period will be completed on 25th of March 2022, but now this time period is extended. It means it will end from March to April, April to May, and May to June. It means it will be end on 25th of June 2022. And he was appointed after the Vishavur Ahuja, who went on leave suddenly because he was the MD and CEO of this bank. Even RBI appointed a search committee to identify candidates for the post of managing director and CEO from within and outside the RBL bank. But you have to remember about RBL here. RBL was founded in 1943 and its tagline is Apno Ka Bank and its headquarters is in Mumbai. Moving to next question. Which bank will grant 1 billion USD credit line to Sri Lanka to recover from economic crisis? Every student knows that in Sri Lanka economic crisis is going on. So SBI will support Sri Lanka and total support is 1 billion line of credit dollar. This is an agreement extending the LOC and it was signed between the SBI and government of Sri Lanka for the procurement of food, medicine and other essential items. So you have to just remember this is $1 billion and it will be provided through State Bank of India. And previously Export and Import Bank had extended line of credit of 500 million USD and especially to finance the purchase of petroleum goods. But you have to remember about Sri Lanka here. Sri Lanka president is Gotabaya Rajapaksa and administrative capital is Shri Jayawardene Purekotte and commercial capital is Colombo. So remember all these things. Moving to next question. Which company became the first Indian company to offer digital payment to non-internet users to book their LPG cylinders? So again, this is just for the feature phone users who can book their LPG cylinders without any internet. And this company is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited and its LPG cylinder name is Bharat Gas. Bharat Gas. So you have to remember Bharat Gas or this is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited who has partnered with Ultra Cash Technologies Private Limited to become the India's first company to offer digital payment to the non-internet users for its Bharat Gas consumers to book their LPG cylinders through their feature phone and even it is without internet. And Ultra Cash enable consumers to call a common number which is known as 0804516 and 3554 from a non-internet phone. After the phone call, they will ask you to choose one of the option by entering your UPI pin. After entering your UPI pin, you can transfer your money to any person, you can pay your bills, you can also book your gas cylinder and the first company is Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. And this facility will enable its users who do not have the smartphones or the internet to book their gas cylinders and make the payment through UPI 123 Pay. This feature was launched by NPCI and also Reserve Bank of India, especially for the feature phone users. You have to just call on the toll-free number, then you have to enter your UPI pin, then you have to choose from the options which will be provided by the telecom. So remember, customers have to link their bank account with a feature phone to use this facility and around 4 crore consumers of the Bharat Gas in the rural India will benefit from this feature. But you have to remember about BPCL or Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. This is the second largest Indian oil making company and one of India's leading integrated energy corporation engaged in the crude oil refining and the petroleum product marketing. And who is the chairperson and managing director? Arun Kumar Singh. Arun Kumar Singh and headquarters is in Mumbai. Moving to next question. First rollout of NASA's Artemis 1 moon rocket. So this is not important, this is just information for you, but the important thing here is Artemis mission. So for the first time, NASA has rolled out the integrated space launch system which is known as SLS rocket system and also Orion spacecraft which is a crew capsule of the Artemis 1. But the uncrewed Artemis 1 is expected to launch in May or June 2022. And if the Artemis plan was successfully continues, the Artemis 2 mission will follow in 2024, sending astronauts and around the moon and back. And mission Artemis 3, this is Artemis 1 which is uncrewed mission and it is expected to launch in May to June. And after that, Artemis 2 will be launched in 2024 and this is sending astronauts around the moon and back. And then after that, Artemis mission 3 will be launched and they will put astronauts down on the moon near the lunar south pole with the aid of the SpaceX Starship vehicle and is targeted for 2025-26. So there are 3 Artemis mission. One is Artemis 1, this is uncrewed. Artemis 2 is crewed mission and Artemis 3 is also crewed mission. But remember, what is Artemis program? The Artemis program named after the twin sister of Apollo in Greek mythology and will land the first woman and first person of color, it means without white or you can say non-white person on the moon. So remember, this is first woman and first person of color on the moon. So this is Artemis mission. Moving to next section, it is an important question section, but first of all you have to like this video, Share this video as maximum as possible and please subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform and join our Telegram group from the description box link so that you can receive the notification on time. Here is the question. This is just a information, but this is very important for the defense security. Defense Secretary Dr. Ajay Kumar commissions offshore patrol vessel named as Indian Coast Guard ship Saksham. So as a significant step towards strengthening India's maritime security, the Defense Secretary of India Ajay Kumar has commissioned Indian Coast Guard ship which is known as Saksham, and this is fifth in the series of 105-meter offshore patrol vessel class, and it is launched in Goa. And Goa Shipyard Limited designed and built this 105-meter offshore patrol vessel named as Saksham, and it is equipped with the advanced technology, navigation and communication system, sensors and the machinery. And the introduction of this vessel will give the boost to the marine defense of our extensive western coastal shoreline. And the ship will be based in Kochi once it joins the Indian Coast Guard force. So just remember the name of this offshore patrol vessel is ICGS Saksham. Moving to our one-liner important points. Kotak Mahindra Bank signs Memorandum of Understanding with Business France. So Business France is a French national agency involved in exports and international investment in France, and both tied up for providing support to the companies in the Indo-French corridor. And this Kotak Mahindra Bank became the first Indian bank to sign MOU with the Business France, and the MOU will promote business and startup ecosystem in India as well as in France, and it will also identify the business and investment opportunities in both the countries. So just read this line, and the most important for the banking student, just remember this is Kotak Mahindra Bank. Next, annual report of periodic labor force survey records India's urban unemployment rate to 12.6% in April-June 2021. Earlier in January to March, this unemployment rate was 9.3%. And you can also remember that under this periodic labor force survey, unemployment rate is calculated persons of the age 15 years and above. And total unemployment rate is from April to June 2021 is 12.6%. Earlier this was 9.3%. And this report is published by NSO, National Statistical Office, and who is the chairman? Chairman is Bimal Kumar Roy. Bimal Kumar Roy. Next is MCL becomes the India's largest coal producing company. Just remember the name. Name is Mahanadi Coalfield Limited, which is a subsidiary of Coal India Limited, has become the India's largest coal producing company by producing more than 157 million tons of coal in financial year of 2021-22. Just remember the name. This is Mahanadi Coalfield. Next is Rupiah Banda, former president of Zambia, passed away. He was the president of Zambia from 2008 to 2011, and he was the fourth president of Zambia, and he also served as the vice president of Zambia from 2006 to 2008. And remember, Zambia's capital is Lusaka. Next, Assam Finance Minister Ajanta Nyog presented state budget for the year of 2020-23, and the budget has proposed to levy green tax on use of the old vehicles, and the budget relaxed tax on the green leaves of the tea for a period of 3 years starting from the 1st of Jan 2022. Next is Global Recycling Day, observed on 18th of March. It is to help recognize and celebrate the importance of recycling in securing the future of our planet. And Global Recycling Day is a day of action aimed at a global approach toward recycling and calling on world leaders, international businesses, communities and individuals to make 7 clear commitments in their approach to recycling. And the theme of this event is Recycling Fraternity. Remember, Recycling Fraternity. And the first ever Global Recycling Day was observed on 18th of March 2018. Moving to the question of the day. What was the question of 18th of March 2021? Question was very simple. Under which act RBI was nationalized? Many students are thinking it was nationalized according to Indian Banking Regulation Act of 1949. But you have to remember the first act under which this transfer to public ownership was started. So Reserve Bank of India was nationalized with effect from 1st of Jan 1949 on the basis of RBI Transfer to Public Ownership Act 1948. So answer of this question is B. So all the shares in the capital of the bank were deemed transferred to the central government on payment of a suitable compensation, and this act is known as Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948. So moving to the question of the day. What is the question? Which Indian bank's logo contains a image of dog? Very interesting question. You have to answer me only in the comment box. I am waiting your answer. But please like this video. Please share this video as maximum as possible, and please subscribe this channel if you're new on this platform, and join our Telegram group from the description box link, and press this bell button so that you can receive the notification on time. But it is Affairscloud promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section. Don't take life so much serious. Life is fun. Always be happy. Thank you guys. Take care and bye-bye.